Hello, 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 everybody. This is Dr. Shaniva Early, your craft doctor, with another video today on, I'm sorry, I'm writing something. Another video today to talk about the new Anna Griffin church easel card die. I got this in the mail about a week ago, and I didn't get a chance to work with it until yesterday. I cut out all the pieces so that I could show everybody it, and I wanted to show you two versions of this card. We love the easels. Crafters, we love the easels. And so this is what it is. This is the easel die, and this is the example page that she has, and this is the die. It's a big die. It's very big. Let me turn it this way. Let's see if I can get that light out the way. This is that easel die, right? It's huge, but it's skinny. That's another thing. It's huge, but it's skinny because when you look at it, you need a long plate. Like if you had a 6-inch machine, you could use it with your long plates because it's like a little bit under 12 inches, but it's not that wide. So because it's not that wide, you don't have to worry about using your big plates, because normally with your big plates, they take up a lot of room. And what I did when I cut this, I cut it um, with a 6-inch, just 6-inch sheet of paper. So it was 12 by 6. So with one sheet of paper that's double-sided, you can get two designs out of this, and that's what I did. I got two designs, and so it has several pieces: the church itself, and then it has a mat for the church, then it has the measure mechanism also for it, and then it has a roof attachment, the steeple, the windows, the door, and the door opens, and it has the opposite side on the other side. What I don't like about these dies, okay, this is the thing. When designers create these dies, they come on a sheet or a metal plate, as it were. So you have a sheet of metal that you're creating. So technically, all she had to do was pull this over to the end of that sheet and press two of these on one sheet, as it were. And it gave us one door, one window. But there's two windows. And so we not only have to cut this out one time, we have to cut it out twice. And so it would be nice if they would give us two windows, which it may sound crazy to waste the metal or whatever, but it's not crazy because they have to print the whole sheet anyway. So if they would just put a window and a window next to each other, they're mates. We wouldn't have to spend the extra time cutting them out twice, which takes extra time when we're doing this. So it really is annoying to me. Because it takes extra steps to cut that out again. And so when I did it, I cut out this piece, and this, all of these together. Then I had to come back and take out this piece, and run this piece, and this piece together again. When if they just made it all in one, we can run both of them together like that. You see what I'm saying? So that's the easel die. So let me show you what I created. So I used some paper from the paper stack that I've been using from Spring is in the Air. And then I used some paper that I had in my stash to cut out the pink. And then I used the Spectrum Noir glitter pen and made it glittery. If you can see the glitter. See how glittery it is. So, because the paper was kind of flat. And then when I cut it, this door opens. The doors open like that. So isn't that cute? The doors open. open, open, open. The doors open in the church. And I wanted to carry the whole design straight down. And then it's an easel, of course. And I want to show you from the side how it looks. It's standing up. I used that flower from Crafter's Companion decoupage set. Like, see that dimension? And I cut out the church with one time. This back piece here, this piece is the church, and that's this piece. I cut it out in white. I cut it out with the double-sided paper, and then this whole long piece is this here. And then it comes with a score line and everything. And then I cut out that front piece by itself, and then I cut out the individuals. So it's a lot of die cutting. I did use glue with this, which is one thing that I don't like. And if you can tell, the church looks like it's tipping forward. Can you see that? Let's see. Maybe you can see it better. Like that. You see, it looks like it's tipping forward. It's because I glued it down and not taped it down. So that glue, when it dries really stable. This is a very secure card, but it dries with a slight buckle to it. And what I used was this tacky glue. This glue kind of reminds you of the glue that Kalal glue. It looks like, smells like the same stuff. So it's very strong glue. So it makes the card even sturdier, right? So that's that one. And then I made the card like this. So this card now opens up like that. So say you wanted to do some type of invitation or something. You could do that with this card. You could do that. I'm sorry, my camera view looks crooked. So you can do that. What I did was I took the major die and I put it over the fold so then it would not cut out this part. And so that's how I got the flip open. So if you wanted to have a church special service and you wanted to send out cards to everybody, you could potentially do that with this. And I thought it looked really, really cute. Really, really cute. And let me tell you about this. I could not, that's the wrong word, not could not. I did not want to go looking for paper. I have a lot of paper. I didn't want to go looking to try to match this exactly. So what I did was I took a piece of white paper. I took this gilding polish and I made a piece of paper like I've shown you before. Take this brush in here, scrape it on here, scrape it to make this color, let it dry, and I die cut it. Voila, paper. That's the reason why I love these, because you can make your own paper when you need them, colored paper. And you can do this with markers. And so in all actuality, you do not need to buy colored paper. You do not need to ever buy colored paper. Because with so many mediums out there, you can make your own colored paper that matches. If you need something in particular, you can just take your white paper and make it yourself. You can do this yourself. Just like this. We've seen this purple. Let's get another color. And all I'm using is this gilding polish. I have a bunch of it stacked up above my head. And I'm trying to find. Okay, let's go with this one. So I was hoping to find out. That's what I was looking for. A blue. Blue is my favorite color. So I'm get one of my pads out that I use. And this is just bonus content. This has nothing to do with, well, it kind of do and kind of don't have anything to do with this church. So the gilding polish, you can buy this from online. Cosmo Shimmer is who this is. And this is the sponge. Comes attached just like that. You see me pull it out just like that. You pick up your polish. You're supposed to wash your sponges, but of course I don't because I'm hard-headed. And you take enough to get it in the sponge, and then you wipe it back. So you see there's very little on the sponge. And then you don't just be like, no. You drop it down and you spread it out. I'm doing a really light touch. I'm doing a really light touch. Really light touch. And a little goes a long way. A little goes a long way. And you can do multi-layers if you need it to be darker. If you want it to be. What time is it? Okay, 12:18. I have a conference call in a little while. See that? And it's a nice creamy consistency. Never fails. Y'all always get a chance to hear my puppy cousin bark. Okay. And if you give it some nice long strokes, it'll cover up the streaks. See that? Nice long strokes. It'll cover up your streaks. See how you're dropping it right down. And I'm not playing. It's not a lot of pressure. It's not a lot of pressure at all. Like this will be a lot of pressure to get it down there. And there you go. Now you have a satin piece of paper. And I did this on a plain, what is this? Hammer mill. This is a plain hammer mill paper. Okay, so say you want to do it on I have that thicker paper. It works just the same on all of the paper. I'm not sure about glossy paper, but I know it'll work on this paper. Let me cut a piece. Okay, I'm just cutting it down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of paper. Okay. You're hearing in the background, I'm listening to Morris Invest in the background. So that if you're hearing it, it's because my computer is sitting right up here and they're talking about the situation that is going on right now in May of 2020 about the jobless loss and the stimulus bills that they're saying that they really want to come out with. So you see me dragging off on it around the edge. I'm dragging off all that extra. So this polish goes a long way. See that? It goes a long way. As you see, I'm going in different directions. It's okay with me going in different directions because at the end of the day, it's going to smooth out. That color is going to smooth. And you see how I almost use nothing. You see that sponge, almost nothing. I don't like doing that. I was just trying to see how it looks because it looks like it will cause more streaky. So I kind of go in one direction. See that? It's fabulous. And it gives you good coverage. See how creamy that is. And if you want to make it darker, you can even add 2 different colors to it if you like. And it's nice and gives good coverage. And I wanted to show you the difference between the two of these. The reason why I did it this way. This is the, I think this is 90 pound. This is chamomile paper, and this is 120 paper. If you can see this, based on how thick this paper is. See the bowing of the chamomile and the thicker paper? That's the reason why I like the thicker paper. Because it don't, it's not bending up and stuff. But I have good coverage on it. It's a good design. This, on the other hand, it kind of bows. But it will work just the same. And the fact that I added this glazing polish to the cardstock help gives it a little tooth more weight to it also. So that is how I made this purple one. So that was my quick little demo, my little show and tell, and I want to thank you so much for allowing me to come into your space, and I will see you in the next one.